I live there. Like, me and my mom lived there. This is so surreal. And I remember just getting a feeling and thinking God knew what he was doing. My mom had a drug addiction since she was about 17 years old. So that put us in some really hard places. We've lost houses, had to move around a lot, and just through some rough times. And so we came to the Crossroads Shelter in Independence to start fresh, her and I. Everything was so family oriented. People had dinner together, they had chores, they did Bible study, I had other kids to play with, and it was so great. It kept me focused and steady, and to come home and have someone to help me with my homework versus just trying to figure it out on my own was a big thing. I remember leaving and saying, I want to do something like this one day. I want to build a place where people can come and get themselves on track and start fresh. I want to do that one day, and that was my dream. Years down the line, I found myself becoming a mom, and then I found myself in a financial bind because I couldn't find a babysitter for my daughter. And so I was in a place where I was short on my rent, and I didn't know the first thing of where to go to get help because I was so reliant on myself. My aunt told me, well, have you reached out to the Salvation Army? So I called them that night, and I spoke with a caseworker named Kate. She was asking me different questions, and she was like, well, it looks like you qualify for the assistance. And I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I just remember feeling so relieved, but also just the feeling I haven't felt before. It was just great. From that point, I started volunteering there daily. I would go in to volunteer from 8 in the morning until 4, and then turn around and go to work from 5 until 2 in the morning. I felt like I can't miss a day, not because I have to, but out of willingness. That started the process of me going into officership and becoming a soldier and learning more about the Salvation Army and its mission, which led me to the Ministry Discovery internship program. I've met so many extraordinary people and gotten the opportunity to change lives and to have my life changed. The first day that I was supposed to show up here, I Ubered out, and the Uber driver was driving the path up, and he went around to where the shelter was, and I was like, this place looks familiar, you know, I feel like I've been here before. The first person I met was Kathy Asher. I stopped her and I said, I don't mean to be rude, but I feel like I've been here. And she was like, well, maybe you have. You've been to a lot of events. I said, no, I've never attended this core, but I felt like I've been to the place next door. What is that place? And she was like, it's a shelter. And I just felt chills, and I was like, I lived in that shelter. And she just looked at me stunned because she had been coordinating here for over 30 years. And I was like, I lived there. Like, me and my mom lived there. This is so surreal. And I remember just getting a feeling and thinking God knew what he was doing. You know, I lived there, and he brought me back to this place that I'm able to carry out the same passion and drive that someone else carried out while I was here. And it's been a blessing from day one. From touring the shelter to doing Bible studies here to meeting people and having them attend the church and building relationships intentionally, it's been amazing. And I know that it was God's plan for me to go on this path.